Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be fixing this 2020 Mercedes Sprinter. It's a very long one. I'm not sure what model it is, but it's a very long one. As we can see, it's been smacking that corner there. That inner wing is well in. Pretty much destroyed. The plan is we're going to obviously strip it, take the bonnet off. The wing is been ripped off or someone took it off. It's lying in the back here, together with the rest of the bits. I bet that washer bottle is supposed to be somewhere in that corner here, and all this front is all knackered. Even that bumper bar, crush bar, is a bit bent on the end. I'm going to get it stripped and we're going to crack on with it. Definitely going to probably, yeah, I think we've got a new door on order for this, and the inner wing section, all that section there. I'm going to get it stripped, except take the bonnet out the way, all the wheel arches, bits and bobs. There's an ABS pump in there. No doubt that might need to be moved. So let's crack on with it. Right guys, all stripped, pretty much what I wanted to do. Took that front panel off, but I will need to get a bit more off there. But I've got this Black Hawk tower set up here, and I'm gonna need to give it a tug. Hopefully that will come out somehow, because that's touching that there. I'm gonna need to take this carpet off somehow and try to move this wiring out the way and all that kind of stuff, and basically try to pull this before I chop some off it or not. I'm not sure yet, so let's crack on with it. Right guys, I stripped it all, that corner, took all the brakes off because it's damaged anyway. All this ABS being hit, yeah, it hit on the back of, underneath of that there's a dent, so we're gonna end up replacing ABS pump and all this, because that's not a joke, and that's the brakes and safety on the road. And I spoke to Tom in Merck. I've ordered all this panel, that section there, all this inner wing, and all this whatever needs to be replaced. But as of right now, I'll probably have to tug a bit more here, because I need to get this crease out of there. Somehow I need to bring this out there, and I will try to reshape maybe some of it. But if this is not going to look as I want it to be, I've got a new one on order, so I'm going to just replace it. But I need to slice it off this, because that's all dented, and that's not too thick, but I'm gonna need to replace all them bits anyway. I might need to cut it off there first and give it a tug, try to reshape this all. I might need to start peeling this off, so let's do it. Right guys, I've got all this straight now. I think I'm going to be saving this Merc bin. We've got lots of bits here, and first I'm gonna get this panel on, welded there. I've got my laser set up here on the stand. I laser it all up. This is pretty much in a perfect spot. I'm gonna get this welded and we go from there, so let's do it.
Right guys, check this out. All finished, apart of being the wrong color. Now I was only joking. We put that door on, check the wing, because that inner wing panel, there's plenty of adjustment. I was fighting with the laser. I've got the laser on that Black Hawk tower. Struggled today because it's a very bright day, sun shining, and I've got pretty much everything test fitted perfectly. Don't have that bracket which joins the wing to the bumper. Still waiting for it, still waiting for a few bits anyway. And yeah, pretty much happy as it is now. Now I can probably take this front end off and weld this panel here underneath of that wing properly, I've got a few tacks on there because there's, like I said, there's plenty of adjustment. If you weld in the wrong spot, you pretty much struggle to fit everything, but everything fits. The gaps are perfect. Wing is perfect gap. That bonnet gap, it's perfect. I don't have a lock on. I just put something under it just to get that gap on there. So now I'm going to strip it all, get this welded. So let's do it. Right guys, all welded, all sealed up, pretty much ready for masking, and to put some paint on. I'm going to mask it around there and halfway through there, and just going to blow some paint. All inside is nicely done, even sprayed that seam sealer, sprayable seam sealer. Everything looks OEM. And that panel, I mean, there is a carpet there and on that wall and on the back wall, so you can't really see none of it, but that come out beautifully. Just going to dust some paint when it's dry, because that sealer is still wet. I'm going to mask it all up, and I'm going to paint it. Even underneath there, once dusting a bit of a paint on that panel everywhere. So I'll probably come back when this is all painted and we start building up. So let's do it. Right guys, actually next day here. It's all painted nicely, all dry. Plenty of wax oil in there under them, and underneath there I sprayed with the wax oil the same under this plate and just on the bottom here, because that's going to be covered anyway. I'll put this carpet on so I can get this wiring through there, and I've got another 2 carpets which sits on my toolbox. I'm just going to clip them on, then get a wiring spread whatever it wants to be. We can start building up. The screen people hopefully coming today, put a new screen, or tomorrow, we'll see. Jamie is painting now my wing, door and the bonnet and the hinges, so let's crack on with it.
Right guys, all done on this one, like a brand new again. New front end, grille, bumper, bonnet, headlight, wing, door, mirror wing, that mirror there, all the wheel arches there. Paint job amazing, Jamie done it, and all the gaps OEM. I'm just going to clear all this stuff out. Some of the stuff have to go back, and some of the boxes here have to clear up. And we did end up swapping all this front panel, new servo, new ABS pump, which we already done the brakes and the clutch, but I think it needs to be programmed in because we still got the lots of lights on the dash, like ABS and EPS and traction, whatever, lots of lights on there. And as you can see there, you can't hardly see what I've put a new panel down there and straightening this side panel there. You can't hardly see it, it's all carpet line there, and that reservoir under there, it's not the washer bottle, it's AdBlue tank, which some of you probably corrected me about 20 minutes ago. But that's the AdBlue brand new tank, and that wasn't cheap. That was like 1500 quid, I think. So that wasn't cheap. Yeah, and then pumps wasn't cheap as well, but that pump hit this servo there, so we can't take any chances on the brakes and all that kind of stuff. So that's all done guys. So, and I've got two epic big jobs waiting. There's a Volvo pretty much similar to this one, just an 8-wheeler, long flatbed Volvo, which we're going to take the cab off and take the body out because chassis is way out, brand new 22 plate. And we've got a Merc Actros, which we're gonna probably strip it the same what we did on the previous big Merc Actros. Take the cab off, engine out, and the chassis is bent on it. So, but you have to wait for that few weeks because there's a Easter break coming, and we have a few weeks off. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.